I want to start out by saying, as many of you know, Old Fort was almost completely wiped off the map by the storm. It was devastation to the extreme. We only have a little over 800 in our population, but out of that 800, almost everyone was impacted by the hurricane. We lost 47 homes, as a matter of fact. Currently, we're happy to say that we're getting 12 of those back in the on the same property. So that is something positive. It is estimated, this is not factual, but an estimate of around $30 million was done to the town of Old Fort by the storm. So far, from FEMA, we have only received about $4 million. With a small town and a budget of less than $2 million, that hurts. We have many projects we have completed, almost half of them, but most of them were small projects. I'm proud to announce that last week we did complete a big project, which was the Westerman Street project. During the storm, Westerman was completely washed away and took a 10-inch water line with it. As of last week, Westerman has been completed and we were able to open that road back up to vehicle traffic. That is a major accomplishment for our town. We also have more streets that have been washed away. Commerce is a big project. The street is halfway gone. You cannot take vehicle traffic on it. We still need the funding that FEMA has asked us to work on coming up with numbers. We've done that, we've submitted. Right now, what I think the town of Old Fort and all of Western North Carolina needs is for the government to go back to work. We need Homeland Security and FEMA to get this right, and it's time for it. It is hurting everyone in Western North Carolina. The town of Old Fort, we're thriving. In the last year, we've had 5 new businesses open, which is amazing. And we've got 2 more that will be opening in the next few months. For a town our size, I'm just amazed at the work that has been done. We still have our sewer plant that FEMA has not been very cooperative in working with us on. That is a major project. We're functioning, but we need to get these things fixed. If you come to Old Fort and you ride the main street and Catawba Avenue, everything looks pretty good. We've got our walking bridges back in at the library. We've got the yellow house gone. And the field is beautiful there, the little park is beautiful there. But if you go on the outside of the city limits, well, not the city limits, but just on the outside of the center of town, that's where you still see the devastation. And it's heartbreaking. A year and a half after this storm, it's still heartbreaking because the work has not been able to get done because we need the money. We need FEMA's help. We need them to follow through with what they promised in the beginning. And right now, that's not happening. All that being said, I am very proud of where the town has come from the storm. I think it being hit so hard, we are very blessed to have the new businesses. We have, festivals. We have a lot of biking and hiking activity. That's what makes our little town, and we need to continue to grow with that. But we really would like to be able to get our town back together so these things can be accomplished. And I understand, it doesn't happen overnight. It's still gonna take years for a lot of the projects. But right now, everything is at a standstill, and that hurts tremendously. So that being said, I appreciate your time, and I'll turn it back over to Congressman Edwards.